Help me out. What does a state going blue have to do with black people when the Democrats don't do anything for black people and never have? I'm trying to figure something out. You all are celebrating states going blue, but what do the Democrats do for black people? Can someone please answer that? What do the Democrats do for black people? Because I see a bunch of black people hollering and screaming about what's going on, like we just got reparations. Help me out. What is the celebration all about? What do Democrats do for black people? What? What do Democrats do for black people? I'm not understanding what we are celebrating. If the whole country is blue, what do you think will happen? If the whole country is blue, will it be better for black people? Honestly, do you think if the whole country is blue that it will somehow improve for black people? We can't be this emotional. Like it's almost like we've been reprogrammed. The Democrats have done nothing for black. What are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? Because states are turning blue? That's a color on a screen. That is a color on a screen. What is going to change for black people? I keep telling you all, to have a black agenda is anti-democratic. If the whole country was democratic, what would change for black people? Tell me. My mind is kind of lost right here because I'm like, what are all these people celebrating about? People are celebrating like we just got People are celebrating like we just got 40 acres and a mule. What are you all celebrating about? Please let me know. The Democrats do nothing for black people. Specifically, they do nothing for black people. Let me add that. Specifically, the Democrats do absolutely nothing for black people. What are you all celebrating? A state turns blue and you all are celebrating. I don't know if I'm in the Twilight Zone. I don't know if I'm in an episode of Black Mirror. I don't know what's going on right now, but what are you all celebrating for? What are you celebrating for? Do you all know what the Democrats' plans are? Do you all know what the Democrats have planned for black people? Do you all really know? I don't think you all know. Do you all really know what the Democrats have planned? I just don't understand. What are y'all celebrating? What are you all celebrating? It's sad to me. It's sad because we aren't even getting crumbs and we're celebrating. We aren't even getting crumbs and we are celebrating. Think about this. We're celebrating because Joe Biden is president and states are turning blue. And we're happy with that. What incentive do they have to do anything for black people? Tell me. You all think that Democrats are good people. You all think that liberals are good people. They are politicians. They are politicians. They are career politicians. They are going to do absolutely nothing for black people. Absolutely nothing for black people. We are too emotional. This is out of control. I listen to what these people say. I listen to what these people say. I read articles. I watch these press conferences. I listen to what they say. They're not going to do anything for black people because they don't have to. They don't have to do anything for black people. We have not set a precedent for them to do something for black people because they get almost 100% of the votes for nothing. They don't have to appeal to black people. All they do is appeal to our emotions. What are you all celebrating about? What are you all celebrating? Because a state turned blue? Because a Democrat is president? Are you all insane? You all, listen, I refuse to believe that we are at this state where we are celebrating a state turning blue like the Democrats have ever done something for black people. You literally are just celebrating a color. You all are celebrating a color on a screen. You all are celebrating because a state turned blue on a screen? It's a computer generated image and you all are celebrating like you got 40 acres and a mule. You all are praising Joe Biden and Kamala Harris like you about to get 40 acres and a mule and you're not going to get anything. You're going to get zero. It's sad though. It's actually sad. It's sad that we are this easily emotionally manipulated. Like, honestly, I can't even call it emotional manipulation because they're not hiding anything. They are not hiding anything. So I can't call it emotional manipulation. I have to say at this point, creating a Negro worked. They set out to create a black person. They set out to create black people, and it worked. They set out to create the Negro, and it worked. It worked. Forget Willie Lynch. They created the Negro, and it worked. Y'all are celebrating a computer image on a screen turning blue, from red to blue. Y'all are celebrating a blood becoming a Crip. Y'all are literally celebrating a red color turning blue on a computer screen. Oh my goodness, it's sad. It's just sad. I refuse to believe that we are this. I refuse to believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I don't know whether to be disgusted, saddened. I mean, I don't know, angry. Like, I don't know what emotion to have with you all celebrating a literal color on a computer screen on TV. The Democrats have done nothing for black people. We started voting Democratic based on Lyndon B. Johnson, who was a stark racist. So the whole intent behind us even voting Democratic in the first place was already wrong. Us voting Democratic already started off wrong. Us voting Democratic already started off wrong. Lyndon B. Johnson, who was the racist of the racists, I just played a video of him saying the N-word, and they said he was a racist. He was racist. A racist got us to be almost 100% loyal to the Democratic Party, and you all are celebrating a color on a computer image? The Democrats have always been practicing socialism against us. This is why they want us tied to these social programs. This is why they wanted us to remain slaves. They never wanted us to be free. If you look at the Democratic Party, they do things specifically for all of the other groups. The LGBTQP, don't forget X, Y, and Z, the immigrants, even the illegal immigrants, people of color, not black people, minorities, not black people, other white people. They do things specifically for everybody else, but not us. And they do things specifically for the Jewish community. Can't forget about them. You will not find any positive legislation that will be passed for descendants of slaves. The goal of the party is to have us tied to the system. Integration destroyed Black America. The Democrats did not want you to integrate because they wanted to be around you. In fact, America is more segregated than it's ever been. Integration actually increased segregation. All integration did was do what? Tie us to the system because it pulled the resources out of our community. We lost black-owned businesses. We started working in corporate America. It destroyed the black community. You know why? Because they wanted black people tied to the system. They wanted the black dollar. They wanted the black talent. They wanted the black resources. They did not want you to be free. They wanted you tied to the system. So you all tell me integration was the worst thing for black people and it was a Democratic agenda. What are you all celebrating? To have a black agenda is anti-democratic. So what Democrats will do is they'll talk about reparations, but they won't actually pass anything. But we have them on record saying they're not for reparations. We have Barack Obama saying it. We had Kamala Harris saying it. And we had Joe Biden saying it. They're not for reparations. You all are celebrating because Trump lost like it's going to positively benefit black people. And I'm just going to ask, in what way? In what way does a country turning blue benefit black people when the whole goal of the Democratic Party has never been to benefit black people. We just wanted him to lose. We didn't want to win. That's ego. Wanting him to lose and not caring about winning is ego. In life, there's balance. So a moral victory could be catastrophic for black people. And no one thinks about that. I keep telling you all, there are two sides to every coin. What will make you laugh now will make you cry later. And the cold part about it all is Joe Biden said you ain't black if you don't vote for him, and he got more votes than Barack. Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, and he got more votes than Barack Obama. Do y'all know how crazy? Joe Biden said if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. And he got more votes than Barack. Wait for it. Free Blanche. Get money. Go.